has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal of antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
Hey guys, what's up? Voice122 here today with Darkest Dungeon. So, I literally just bought this, like, 10 minutes ago. I know a little bit about it, but not a whole lot, I guess. That is what the definition of knowing a little bit is. So we're gonna name this Voice122, of course. And click OK. So I've been watching some videos about this, so I do know a little bit about it. I decided to bite the bullet and buy it for myself, because
you will arrive along the old road.
Play it.
It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path, you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Cool. So yeah, this is from what I understand, it's a roguelike RPG, kind of, in the sense that you go and explore dungeons that are randomly generated, and you get rewards for doing the dungeons. Now, this game is supposed to be, like, fucking piss hard, so, we'll see. So right now we have Reynold. Okay, so we click to move to the different rooms. Reynold and Dismas. So I'm going to click here, and we'll go to this room.
Brigands
See, there's this
have
hallway.
run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
There's this hallway that connects us that we have to go through. So we gotta
Dispatch
find the
this
guy.
thug in brutal fashion,
He is
that all may
surprised.
hear of your arrival.
Should mean that we get to take our turns first. Okay. You're in this spot. Okay. So it's turn-based combat, so we're gonna use this skill, Open Vein, to cut him. And that made him bleed. The bleed will do 2 damage per round for 3 rounds. but we
As
don't
the
need it
fiend
because
falls,
he died.
a faint hope blossoms.
You might have noticed the rings around my character's head sometimes that are like either black or white. That's the stress meter. It's the little meter right below their health. You can kind of see me mouse over it right there. This little meter right here, when they get to 100 stress, they
A handsome reward.
either go insane
task well
or
performed.
they fight it and get
Leave nothing
stronger
unchecked.
for the rest of
There
the
is
thing.
much
the
to
rest
be
of the
found
dungeon.
in forgotten places. An ambush.
Oh, I missed.
Send these vermin a message. The rightful
If they
owner
go
has
insane, they're
returned,
not dead,
and their kind
but-
is no longer welcome.
They're not dead, but they will increase the stress of all of the rest of your characters in your party, and I think they tend to take more damage and other things like that. I'm trying to kill this guy because he used it like a fire move, which hits us both. And I don't really want to get hit, like both my characters get hit by this guy, so yeah. Yeah, this game, from what I hear, is like, don't ever get attached to your characters because they're gonna die, and that's kind of cool with me. It kind of reminds me, and I know this is probably shitty and it's probably been said, it's probably a really poor comparison. See, he got moved back by this guy that did a pushback move, I guess. Or it's like if they turned Dark Souls into a 2D isometric RPG. I know that's a really shitty, like, cop-out, fucking cop-out ass way to think about it, but that's what it feels like. Nice
Prodigious
critic.
size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Because it's difficult, right? Your character's gonna die. Although, I guess it only... Oh, you know what? Take back what I said. It's not anything like Dark Souls. It's fucking retarded. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Be wary.
But we will continue
Triumphant
adventuring
pride
because we wanna
precipitates
unlock
a
this.
dizzying fall.
Oh, no, it's trapped. Oh, well, he didn't. Nothing bad happened to him. Okay. I should have read. I think it said bandit's trap chest before I did that. So we got some gold and some more gold, and that's what we got. And this guy got evasive. He has +5 dodge, which is good, I'm sure. So,
Welcome
but yeah,
home.
forget what I was
Such as
saying
it
about
is.
being like Dark Souls. That was stupid of me to
This
say that, because it's
squalid
really
hamlet,
not, right?
these
Like,
corrupted
it's a
lands,
fucking
they are
2D
yours
RPG.
now, and you are bound to them.
On any screen in the game, you can hold H for help. Okay, for controls. These
In
memoirs.
time, you
Oh,
will
he's let
know
us
the
rewatch the
tragic
cutscenes, I
extent
guess.
of my failings.
Yeah, I guess he's let us rewatch the cutscenes. This is the
Most
graveyard.
will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth,
Yeah, I guess this is where you see your
awaiting
dead
merciful
characters.
oblivion.
The stagecoach is your hero life hood.
Women
You need to
and
recruit.
men, soldiers and outlaws,
Okay, so
fools and
this is where you can
corpses,
recruit.
all
party
will
members
find
from.
their way to us
We
now
just
that
drag
the
them
road
over
is
here,
clear.
and they're in our party now. This guy looks fucking creepy, man. I don't like him. He's a fucking weirdo. So we're doing pretty good. I'm not gonna name my characters for the first couple episodes, probably, because I want to get an idea. And I don't want to lose anybody too early. But I'll probably be naming the main party after me and my friends, like my close group of friends. Probably so. So, let's see. I guess we don't have anything else to do here, so we can embark.
A mecca
And we will need
of
to drag
madness
them
and morbidity.
into our party.
Your work begins.
So the way this party setup works is that the one on the far right here, where my knight's at, is the first. He'll be the first person in the party. The one at the back on the left-hand side is the last. My healer here is on the back because she's a healer. This is a plague doctor. He shoots poison and shit, and can also do bleeds, which is pretty good. And the highwayman here has got a gun and a knife, as we saw. And Renault here is a God-fearing kleptomaniac, warrior of light. That's a strange combination of things, but he's like a tank, kinda, I guess. So we're gonna go to the ruins. Our mission here
The
is
cost
to
of
scout.
preparedness measured now in gold,
I'm gonna take
later in blood.
4 torches, a shovel, say 8 food, a couple of keys, a couple of bandages, a couple of these, and a couple of that. I'll take a few more torches too. So you want to be prepared for any situation that comes into play, right? So the torches will increase our light level, which I'll explain that once we get into the dungeon. Shovels, sometimes you'll come across blockades that you need to use a shovel for, and if you don't use a shovel, you will take damage, or you'll get a disease, I think, or something like that. And these items, like the bandage and the medical herbs and all that, are for healing bleed and blights and poisons and all that other shit. So it helps to be prepared, though. So is the point. So it's a lot of managing your money as well as your characters. So you see here at the top we have this torch, and right now it's at Radiant Light 100. The way this torch works is like every room you go to, or basically every time you move a square on this map, the torch will go down a little bit. Just like the torch went down. It's 94 now. And it went down again. It's 88 now. So the darker the dungeon gets, the more difficult the monsters get. And the fact that they're more likely to hit you. Let's see, the actual screen gets darker too. They're more likely to hit you. You're less likely to surprise them whenever you attack them. And I forget, there's another thing I think. You're less likely to dodge, I think, as well. But your characters you get a better chance, you get a chance at better loot, and I think you get a better crit chance. So it's kind of like you have to think about what you want to do, really. We're gonna blight this guy. He's gonna take 4 damage per round, which is good. This has a 100% base chance of bleed, but if we use it on either of these guys, they have a 200% bleed resistance. So you can see toward the bottom of their resistances. So there'd be no point. So instead, we're gonna use Grave Shot Blast and hit both of them for the damage. That guy straight died.
Unforeseen.
Our healer here can heal, obviously. She can also use her mace to like cast spells, which I don't really understand, but this has a 100% chance, or 100% base chance of stunning, and then increases our torch level. So you see here, he got stunned and our torch level went up a little bit. I'm gonna smack this guy with this.
Executed with impunity.
I think, yeah, that actually does 15% damage versus unholy, which is a thing I think is skeletons are technically unholy. Oh, it had no effect? Oh, it's unlocked, okay.
Wealth beyond
I forget,
measure.
but usually you,
awarded to the brave
from
and
what I've
the
seen,
foolhardy
usually if you use a key on
alike.
a chest, you can get more stuff, but I don't know, whatever, I just wasted a key. Not that big of a deal. So here's a blockade like I was talking about. See, like we have this
Even the
rubble.
cold
If I were
stone
to
seems bent on
clear it by
preventing
hand,
passage.
we'd all take damage, or something bad would happen like that. But if I clear it with a shovel, it's no problem. So it's good to always take a couple of shovels with you. I think like 2 is usually fine, but you never know. So this guy right here is an asshole. Alright, this is a lady. Yes, here's a torch. The light's fading and it increases the mechanics. So we have greater chance of loot, greater chance of player crits. But we have more stress and more monster accuracy and damage. So we're more likely to get stressed out, and this fucker right here is going to stress us out. He has that stressful incantation spell, which you can see raised her stress from like 10 to 42, which is not good. So we're going to try and kill this guy as quickly as we can. It's actually a lady. There's boobies there. We're going to try and kill her as quickly as we can. Ooh, that did not... Blinding gas. I was stunned, so that's good. I mistook that. I thought that was the plague thing that he has sometimes. Okay, and then we're going to use this guy to do 8 damage, which is going to basically almost kill him. It was a graveyard slash. The monster mash. Oh, here's a plague grenade. Okay. That went up. Plague that fucker. Yeah, good. 4 damage per round for 3 rounds. Pretty good. We're going to try and do our best to just hit this guy. Do as much damage to him or her. It's her. I keep saying him. It's her. There's clearly breasts there. Do as much damage to her as possible, because we really do not want her stressing out our characters. So he's gonna kill this guy.
Give them no quarter.
So when enemies die, they will leave corpses. Corpses will act as obstacles. So like you can't
death.
say, let me just try and explain this best I can. Say, like, Reynold here. Well, I guess I'll just use dismiss since I have him selected. So, you see how on his pistol shot, it says pistol shot 1, range, blah, blah, blah. At the top, there's these little white dots and red dots. The white dots are the positions in your party that you can use that skill. So, if I moved him to the front, the first slot right here, I'm pointing at the screen, you can't fucking see, but like right, I don't know if you can see the mouse, but right next to where my mouse is at, right above the T in pistol, he wouldn't be able to use pistol shot because he can only use it in the back 3 positions, and he can only target the back 3 enemies with it. So corpses, the way that comes into play is that if a corpse is in a position where none of your allies can,
As victories
if a corpse is in a position,
so too will resistance.
the enemies won't like come forward like they normally would, right? Because normally the enemies would come forward when you kill them, right? So if a corpse is in a position they can't move forward, maybe you can't use some of your skills on the enemies. It can be a problem. It's a lot. It sounds a lot more complicated than it actually is. Like, I'm making it sound way more complicated because it's really not that bad. We got some loot. Oh, we got our key back, which is good. Go ahead and use a couple of torches. And these torches brought us back up to dim light as opposed to dark, I guess. So this chest should let us use a key. It was a graveyard slash. Every time I see that, I think of Monster Mash. Slice this guy. He's gonna bleed. That's gonna be good for him. That's gonna be good for me. Again, she's gonna get stressed out here not too long if I'm not careful. I need to blight her. And I need to kill the back one as soon as I possibly can. They're stunned. All right, that's good. Okay, so his smite ability is good versus unholy. This guy's unholy, so we're gonna use it against him as opposed to using it against the front guy. Because I mean, we might have been able to hurt the front guy a little bit, but like, I don't know, do the best you can, right? The stun wore off, so she's not gonna get a turn. This guy's gonna take his turn to rend me. 4 damage, not bad. Resisted the bleed, which is really good. The skeleton's gonna do the monster mash. And we're going to grape shot blast these guys. Because basically what that means is that this bitch is going to die on her next turn. This dude is going to die on his next turn. The skeleton is the only one we have to worry about, really. So, skeleton is dead.
As the enemy crumbles.
I'm going to let her heal our plague doctor here. Because we don't want him to die as bad. And I'm just going to use this because I don't need to kill them. They can die on their own. What that did is it raised our protection and marked us, and marking is like they're more likely to target you with attacks. Damn, I was not expecting to have to do this. She resisted this stuff. She's also dead, and this guy is gonna die. Boom. Perfect.
This is how a life is taken.
Also, the one thing I really like about this game is that the narrator, like, straight up narrates the entire time, which is really
gold,
good.
Trinkets and baubles.
Reminds me of
Pouring
Bastion.
blood.
Okay, so here there's a trap. I'm gonna move to this room. We're supposed to scout 90% of rooms, which means we can skip one room. We'll probably skip this room in the center. I'm gonna use a highwayman to see if I can't disarm that. Perfect. He disarmed the trap, no problem. Starting to get a little darker. We're at shadowy right now. Plus loot, plus player crits, but plus is stress, which can be bad considering one of our characters is almost stressed out. Curio. I'm surprised that our kleptomaniac here has not stolen anything yet.
Often low on supplies.
What that does is, like, when he sees an item or a curio, I guess, like the packs and the other shit you can interact with. Sometimes when he sees it, he'll just be like, "That's mine. I'm taking that," and you won't get it, no matter what's in that bag or what's in that coffin or whatever. You're not gonna get it. And I mean, it sucks, but what can you really do, right? I mean, I could take it off of him. A little bit later on, we'll unlock the asylum. We can take it off of him, but Okay, so this Bone Courtier, I think that's how you pronounce that. This guy's a problem because he can stress out our characters. The Arbalest is a problem because he can shoot multiple targets. We're gonna poison the both of them, hopefully. Okay, well, the back one resisted it, which is bad, but whatever. I'll just do it again here in a minute. On my next turn, I'll try and poison it again. I will try to stun this fucking guy. Yeah, got him. Alright. These dudes... Don't bleed them, that's right, I keep forgetting. Shoot them. It's probably the best thing I can do. I could have done a shot at the back, the Arbalest back here, but it's not worth my time. I mean, actually, it probably would have been worth my time. Probably would have been a better use of time than this, considering he's going to shoot an arrow at our guy that... Oh, I guess I thought I had a chance to bleed, but I guess not.
Death
Ooh,
waits.
he crit our
For the
character. The
slightest
crits
lapse
obviously
in
will do more
concentration.
damage, and they give you a little bit of stress too, which is always bad. How did they all dodge? Holy shit.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Yeah, and I think if they die to plague or bleed or any of that, they don't leave corpses behind, which is always nice. Always extremely nice. Just wanted to move up so that, say, my characters can hit them. That guy's gonna die, and he's gonna leave a corpse, which is fine.
Maintain the offensive.
I'm gonna use her to heal Ronald up here. And so we're going to get attacked. 4 damage, not too bad. Graveyard Slash. It was a Monster Mash. Alright, well, we're gonna have to try and clear this corpse as best as we can. I'm gonna plague him to, hopefully. No, he resisted. Shit. Ooh, he crit our guy. Now, it's gonna put him at death's door, and that puts, like, a lot of stress on him. They're gonna suffer a bunch of stat penalties, but he's not dead. He has a chance, or he had a chance. He's good now, but he had a chance of every damage he took to kill him. But I healed him and took care of that, so no problem. Please stop. Thank you. He's dead.
Continue the
Perfect.
onslaught. Destroy.
Should come up. Yeah, we don't want to leave it. We want to get this chest. Yeah, unlock a hidden compartment. Take those. We don't have enough room. Okay, well, these only sell for 5 gold, so I'm going to discard them and take these. Alright, that was our first dungeon. Our first introduction dungeon? Went pretty well, I think. So we got a bunch of gold. Not as much as we did on our introduction dungeon, but a fair amount. And some heirlooms. Heirlooms, I believe, will let you upgrade your facilities. Like the bar and the blacksmith and all that shit once we unlock it. This guy got Nocturnal, -2 speed if the torch is above 75, which is kind of aggravating. And unerring, that's 10 damage with range skills is pretty good considering most of his skills are ranged, like poisons and stuff.
Once, our estate was the envy of this land.
So these things, like the negative perks, like I was saying earlier, like the guy that's kleptomaniac and god-fearing, they will get worse over time.
Fresh kegs,
And
cards, and curtained
you really
rooms
don't want them to get
promise
worse,
solace
'cause
to the
they
weary
can be a
and
problem.
broken alike.
They're more of a pain in the ass to take care of. Like the sanitarium here will let us clear our perks, but they're
The cobwebs
way
have been
more of a
dusted,
pain-
the pews
here,
set
a
straight.
pain in the ass to
The
deal
abbey
with.
calls to
And
the
here we
faithful.
see we can upgrade our stuff with these heirlooms, right? But first thing I really want to upgrade is my capacity
Word is
up to 16.
traveling.
I probably didn't need that much,
Ambition is stirring in
and
distant
it's okay
cities.
if I didn't,
We can
but it's
use
better
this.
early than late. We got a 20% stun skill chance trinket, which I'm going to give to our Vestal, because she is the only one that I know of right now that has a skill that can stun. We got an Antiquarian, which I've been following the updates, and this is like a brand new class, so I don't actually know anything about them. Heal, dodge, protect. What the hell? Self-dodge, festering vapors. He seems like a shittier plague doctor, honestly. I don't know. We got a second Crusader here too, which is okay. So I'm thinking what we're gonna do, since these two are kind of stressed out, we want to send them to do things. Send him to the brothel so he can get his jollies off, and we'll send the Vestal to pray, and that will lower their stress considerably. And yeah, they'll come back with after the next dungeon. They'll come back and the stress will be way lower, and it'll be a lot better. We'll go ahead and give Reynald here our protection, but minus speed stone, because his speed was already like 1 anyway, right? Yeah, his speed was already 1 anyway, so we might as well just, if he's gonna be a tank, we might as well just let him be a tank and be slow. Survivalist, huh? Okay, anyway, I think that's gonna be all for this episode, guys. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'm actually going to be recording a little bit more today, but maybe not right now. I'm kind of hungry. But yeah, leave a comment. If you want me to use your name, say so. I'll do it. I promise. I promise you I will. I'm going to be playing this for a while, so and I will see you guys on the next episode.